Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you watched a Top Gear episode? No, I'm not talking about watching YouTube clips with Jamie, James and Richard.
Holy moly! I am sinking.
Yeah. It's getting deeper. Pull yourself out.
I cannot pull myself out.
Every time the bubbles come out, you go in deeper.
I know,
That's
I'm
brilliant.
Oh, God, no.
These plums are in the Amazon, look.
I wouldn't mind. Can you go and get a rope?
What I mean is an actual full episode from the new series, which is hosted by... who the f***'s in it now?
There's a comb! Yeah, that's mine. That's why it's falling out. That's why.
Jesus. I think what I'm trying to get to here is, why the f*** is nobody watching Top Gear anymore? Like, the show still exists. What's wrong with it? Is it because suddenly all of the hosts look like f***ing supermodels? Is it the sudden lack of proper scripted British banter? Is it because Top Gear now more resembles a f***ing American TV show? Because there's a f***ing actor from The Office on it. Was it The Office? I don't think that was The Office. So I say, let's find out why exactly the new Top Gear sucks so bad. Here we go. Well, first things first, I mean, we have to just address the elephant in the room. I mean, if you haven't noticed, the fucking presenters have changed. And the original three guys were essentially the cornerstone of the show. Like, without them, what is it? It's a fucking TV program about cars. How much more boring can you get? But those three just made it a fucking experience. You know, it's like when you enter a zoo and you see all these animals jumping around in a cage and being all crazy and entertaining. It's essentially that, but with like really good production. I realized I just compared them to animals. That really wasn't my point. Anyway, the chemistry that those three had is absolutely phenomenal. They were always able to go off of each other's cues, go off of each other's jokes. They pushed each other to the limit, knew essentially from the 20 or so years that they worked together on this fucking show. Every time I speak of this, I'm reminded how fucking old I am and how old this show is. It's like 25 years or something. Because they've forged this relationship for like 20 years, they know how to push each other's buttons and make it so fucking funny for the person to watch. While these guys are just fucking actors. They've never worked together a day in their life. I don't even know half of them. And all of a sudden they've been put on this spot with these huge shoes to just fill. Right off the bat. And all of a sudden they have to deliver. And they ain't got nothing. They're fucking actors. They need to be given a fucking script, a role to play. While Jamie Clarkson doesn't play a role. Jamie Clarkson plays fucking Jamie Clarkson. Yeah, it's a bit more juiced up. With a lot more pizzazz. But it's fucking Jamie Clarkson. You know, that's what you come to see. Not this American superstar that has come to England to film this fucking show, pretending he wants to be there, pretending like he's not there just for the huge paycheck that they wrote him. And honestly, some of the fucking clips I've seen are so awkward, it makes me want to puke. I once threw a fucking chair at the screen just to fucking get it off it. That chair, by the way, is still missing. No idea where it went. Fucking mystery. It's so bad, man. Honestly. I think they could have essentially picked 3 mutes off the street and made it better. By the way, in the honor of how great Top Gear used to be, and obviously in the honor of how amazing this video has been, I recommend you scroll down and click that like button. And subscribe. Appreciate it, mate. Now let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. The second part is production value. I'm not going to sit here and say that it looks worse than the episodes that I've watched like 20 years ago. No. Like the pixels, the resolution of the shots and everything have gotten way better. Of course. Of course they have. How could they not? What I mean is like the cinematography, the storytelling that was always in the Top Gear episodes, the story that you followed when you from the very beginning when you started with the show, with the opening. Then they sort of transitioned into these stories and how they were going to review something, but then they have this overall plot behind everything and what essentially makes you want to watch the show. And it's completely lax here. You know, it more feels like fucking a reality TV show or something, where each actor is just trying to be as loud and as fucking annoying as possible. We know you're a fucking big time celebrity, but it's also sometimes funny to laugh at yourself, you know. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't think I have to spell it out for you. You know, the most annoying bit about filming this video was actually having to watch some of the newest episodes just to understand why it was so bad. That was actually torture. I really didn't like it at all. Honestly, I'm speaking from the heart, man. It's really crap. And last but certainly not fucking least, it's the banter. Or rather, the lack of it. What we always came to Top Gear for is, of course, Jamie, James, and Richard. But why? Because they're fucking funny together, aren't they? I'm not sure if they would have been alone, you know, each individually. Yes, they're pretty funny. But when they're together and they're put in these spots and situations that are well orchestrated, fucking hell does it get good. Like, fuck. All the popular clips that you open on YouTube and see of Top Gear, like, come on, what is it going to involve? It's just proper fucking banter. That's what it is. Nothing more. With some pretty cool cars and, you know, a fairly good story. But that's it. It's just jokes. Well, these 3 or 4 or 5, I don't even know how many fucking Top Gear presenters there's been now. All these guys just suck. They can't put a joke together. The banter's gone. And if the fucking jokes are not there, what are you coming there for? Watching this 60-year-old American actor pretending like he's into cars or something. Like, that's the only funny joke here. And it's not even that good either. Fucking hell. I think I could have said a million different things in this. But the outcome and the general consensus is clear. Everybody fucking hates it. I don't know a single person that's actually, you know, I quite like the new Top Gear. You know, I've watched the previous one, the old one with the old hosts, but I actually prefer this one. Nobody says that. If you can't even land a niche audience that likes your fucking content, like, come on. What's the point? If it wasn't the fucking state-owned BBC, the show would have been cancelled like 6 years ago when the actual hosts left. I honestly think they should just give up. At this point, there's really not much point in it anymore. I think we should just forgive and forget at this point. Move on, you know, there's the Grand Tour if you want to watch Jamie, James and Richard having fun and going on tours and having a proper laugh. But when it comes to Top Gear, I think we've all essentially given it a proper burial at this point. So on this solemn note, I'm going to say the final words of thank you for entertaining me throughout the past 15 or 20 years that you've been live and I've been watching it. It's been a proper journey. All the laughs and bits that I still reflect on every fucking day. Which also gives me content to make videos on, so thank you. But I proper enjoyed my time with you. I hope you rest in peace. And it forever will be in my memory as one of the best fucking shows on the planet. Cheers to Top Gear. Fucking cheers.